Hey YouTube, welcome back to another episode of the Lincoln Williams Show. Today, I have a special guest. You probably heard of him before, but he's back, and he's nerdy. It's Christopher Nickel.
Hello YouTube, I'm back. And yes, as Lincoln just pointed out, this is another episode of What Do You Think with Chris and Link. Now, today's topic, we'll be doing virtual reality.
Yes, and today's system of the virtual reality of video games is the Oculus Rift. Now, what is the Oculus Rift? It's a headset that you put on your head, and it looks like a TV screen. And the heading, which you put on here, it's like a gas mask strap, and then you strap it around your head, and then you can
more like a headlamp.
It's more like a headlamp, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So when you're playing a game, you can look around as usual, like this, and
You'll be looking around in that game.
You'll be looking around in that game with your own head. Isn't that insane, gamers?
Yeah, is it?
It's a really cool design, actually. What this features, the Oculus Rift can only play first-person games.
Yeah, third-person games would probably not work very well with the Oculus Rift, considering you're looking around with your head.
Yeah, that's a big problem with third-person fans, is that I'm a third-person fan in Skyrim, but I changed to first-person because it kind of looks better.
Yeah.
Same with Fallout. It's a Bethesda game. Yeah, what am I saying? Bethesda game. And it's the same version as Skyrim. Fallout and Skyrim, they don't really spread apart except for the timelines and better weapons. Same old storyline, but it's like better. Fallout is kind of better than Skyrim. It's more interesting. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, first-person games, Borderlands 2, which is pretty good with the Oculus Rift, and Garry's Mod, which is a huge plus. Unfortunately, Minecraft is not really working with the Oculus Rift. Can you tell us why, Christopher?
Well, basically, Facebook decided to buy the Oculus Rift team. And if you want to know more about their announcement, you can search for their announcement on, Google it. But anyway, Facebook bought the Oculus Rift team, and Notch didn't seem very happy about it, so he canceled the deal.
Which is a huge disappointment to kids that love Minecraft, and they wanted it to experience it with their own head. So that's the only reason that I love the Oculus Rift, is it's in a first-person concept, and you move your head with it.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about the Oculus Rift. Now, the cons of the Oculus Rift. I talked about the pros, but we haven't talked about the cons about the Oculus Rift. Now, the thing is, I watched Rez's channel, and he didn't really like the Oculus Rift because it gets you motion sickness. No matter what you do, to your body, it'll still get you motion sickness. Now, that is a big problem.
Yes, and it not only did it happen just to the Oculus Rift, It also happened to other virtual reality systems, like, say, Nintendo's Virtual Boy.
Yeah, which is a huge disappointment. I haven't heard of that system. Well, I heard of it, but I didn't really go look it up. So I gotta go look it up and study my history about the Virtual Boy. Now, basically though, yeah, what do I mean by motion sickness? Is that when you're playing Skyrim and you decide to fall down a hill, it could get, like, you can be so, like, you can be, like, so sick of, like, falling down this hill. And your head is going to be all like, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, it can get pretty dizzy real fast.
And it can be pretty intense. Now, some games can be really intense, like probably Skyrim, because if you're facing a dragon while you're looking around, or you're looking right at the dragon and you're trying to run away, then you're going to have to turn your head really fast and run. Run for your life from that dragon, because it could really get intense and you can really get sick from that. So that is the biggest issue.
But the Oculus Rift team hope to fix, or may have already fixed it, because they made the second development kit for that system. So I think the motion sickness problem might have faded away.
Might have stopped. Who knows? Maybe they added a lighter screen to it. Maybe that's why. Because the screen is so heavy on your head, it's like, it kind of hurts your brain a little bit. And that's why it gets kind of motion sickness in there. So that's all the things that we have to talk about the Oculus Rift. Now, the second system. Chris, take it away.
The Virtuix Omni. Now, what that basically is it's a treadmill that you can actually use, like, basically to become the controller. Now, I know that sounds familiar. I know that you can already do that with the Kinect, but basically with the Virtuix Omni, when you can actually walk in it. It basically, what it does is it provides a low friction surface under your feet, meaning a slippery surface.
And it's like a pressure plate. It's a ramp, and you have to put on special shoes, and you have to run on the treadmill to be able to control your character in a RPG or a campaign like Call of Duty or something like that. So it's a really awesome thing to, like, actually do. Because with the Oculus Rift and the
Virtuix Omni combined,
you get virtual reality
like
gaming.
you have never seen before.
Yes, and that's what really the producers of this technology give a round of applause, because they are doing really great work, and I really love to see a YouTube video used with, like, any kind of first-person game, like Skyrim, or Fallout, or Borderlands 2, or any other first-person game, and I would love to see that in action. And that's all we have to say for today on the Lincoln Williams Show.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of What Do You Think with Chris and Link.
What do we think with the Oculus Rift and the Virtuix Omni, or whatever that is called? Thank you guys. I'll be back someday, and maybe Chris will too. See you later, YouTubers.
See ya.